if amplified, could spell disaster, doom, trouble for the city of New Atlantis. But from a certain point of view, that's good news, because you can say, I told you so to your higher-ups. I respect that. Well, we did our due diligence with relation to the tree, insofar as collecting data that is indicating catastrophic
Service with a smile. That's the UC way.
liquefaction of a tree.
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't wait.
Are you alright? Did you always want to work at... No. Do you love your job, or are you being, like, held hostage? Blink twice if you're held against your will.
Of course, who wouldn't? It's such a privilege to be able to work for the UC government, a true force of good. Every day is so exciting. I get to meet so many new people, solve interesting problems, and learn about developing situations throughout the settled systems. Yep, there's never a boring day at the distribution center.
Okay. Did you always want to work there?
Oh, no. When I was growing up, I actually wanted to be a miner on Sidonia. As weird as that may sound. I guess I never wanted to have a typical job. Lucky for me, working at the distribution center is anything but typical.
Cool.
Take care of yourself.
More... I was in the middle of a conversation. Thank you very much. More power to you for enjoying what you do. I think... I actually want to take a look at my missions board. Yeah, drawing huge amounts of power to hack into Galbank systems. Luisa Reyes of MAST, or Trade Authority. She seems nice, maybe a bit naive. She seems to be someone who has information and money. So Zoe seems to be the prime candidate number 1 with regards to that. Alright. Kelton, he's that scientist with the liquid tree issue. Cargo missions. Don't plan on that. I gotta figure that one out still. And... wait. Sergeant Yumi to... I don't know. In either case, neither are going to be top priority. However, I think what we do... I think what I'm going to do is go get Sarah and then start making our way around the city to chat with these various people. I think... no, Star Station... oh, that's up in orbit. I have to go back to Vectera. Empty nest. Ah, yes. He's for certain on the map. Or not the map. He's on planet. No. Sam Coe. Okay. Well, he's at the lodge, so that's functionally 2 birds for 1 stone. Getting Sarah. Progressing that. And... drawing a blank. There was something else. In any case, we get Sarah. We chat with Sam Coe. Oh, right. Then we go back to the ship. We can go into the orbit to visit that Constellation, satellite. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? No, it's Mass District. That's the lodge. This way. Oh, my goodness. It has been a long night. Long day. Yes, I was briefly in a tree, and now I'm no longer in a tree. Hello.
Hey.
Cool. He just wants to I must be honest. It's a lot of stars to be able to see the amount of light pollution I would expect from this city. Kind of remarkable. Ah, there's the lodge. So it's Sarah, Samco, Orbit, and then space. Or Vasco. Big decisions. Hello, Vasco.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
I am. I might actually take Vasco for a little bit.
I cannot wait to meet him. It's been ages since Constellation has had someone new. I wonder what he's like.
Just go easy on him. Being interrogated by a kid ain't exactly the best way to make a first impression.
I'll limit it to the really important stuff, Dad.
This does not bode well.
Hello.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
Yes. And I'm assuming you must be Sam Coe, who's like some sort of expert on Freestar Collective.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi.
Hello. No offense, but aren't you a bit young to be like a space explorer?
There's no "you have to be this tall" sign for space.
The package
Fair.
may be small, but she can handle herself. You'll see.
Alright, well. I'll trust you. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business.
Okay.
Sarah tell you about the expedition?
Only that it's in Freestar Collective space, and that I was to talk to you.
Sure enough. That's where we're heading. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and,
Okay.
not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City.
Creative.
We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories.
Alright.
And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
Lovely. Anything I should know about Aquila?
Yeah, don't piss off the Freestar Rangers. As far as the Collective is concerned, they're judge, jury, and executioner. They're the good guys, but that don't make them any less dangerous. Outside that, just don't be an asshole.
Okay. Well, I suppose I am as ready as ever to get on with this.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there.
I shall
Once we
see
land
you.
on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Perfect. No offense, Vasco, but you take up a lot of space. Volume space, not like space. Where is Sarah? Seeing as I've done my My little dalliance of mischief. She probably is, not gonna be... Oh, hello. Sorry to wake you. Give me a moment.
Goodbye. Something you need?
Yes. I have a few questions. What's the Eye, and who's this Vladimir you told me about?
We maintain a star station in orbit above us. It's where we do all our deep space scanning.
Okay.
Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience.
Perfect. What do you think I should do first? I may not have committed to something, but out of curiosity.
It's all important. But
right.
if you want a direction, I'd grab Barrett first. He's not just an old friend. He's been all over the settled systems.
Okay. All right. We can
Hey,
do
Mr.
that,
Stroud,
probably.
got a second?
Of course.
What can you tell me about Barrett?
You're rich, so
His mind is always somewhere, but there's no arguing his knack for being in the right place at the wrong time. Oh, too
Yeah.
bad he couldn't see the artifacts coming together. But knowing him, he'll be so excited when he gets a look, it won't occur to him that he's missed anything.
Fair.
Oh. That's too bad.
You ready to head
I
back
thought
out?
maybe you'd say, like,
I'm more than ready. Let's go.
Perfect. We are going with Samco, first off, to Freestar Collector Space for whatever it is you tasked me with there. However, it does strike my mind that first off, we might as well go to the Eye, seeing as it is in orbit above the planet in which we are currently standing upon. And then we go to the Narian system for Vectera. Because that is... if I'm not mistaken... let me verify. I need Barrett, not Garrett. This one. Yes, Narian system. So that one does make sense that we should go there. And they have a few star stations around Deepala, which is actually mildly intriguing to me. So, the Eye, Vectera, space stations in that system, the Narian system. Then we zip on over to Freestar Collective Space with Sam for whatever it is that we have to do there. I like a plan. I like it even more when the plan doesn't get absolutely turned upside down. Right, time to get back to the frontier. The ship which will then take us to the final frontier of space. And I figure easiest route there is going to be not the direction that we are currently heading, but that way. Take the transit back to the spaceport, get on the ship, and then we get into space, go to the Eye. Yes. Interesting little sculpture. Oh, by the way, Sarah, no need to worry. Well, I'd be worried personally, but apparently this big tree is in the process of liquefying from the inside out, which could cause not so great things to happen. Oh. Pardon us, citizens of the United Colonies. Don't mind us.
Really?
I wonder. I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree? Take care.
It's nighttime. And it is yet to be determined if it'll be a good day. The viewport. I should also warn you, Sarah, that any allegations of missing items from the impound, the spaceport, are not related to me or anyone I associate with. Just so we are clear. Anything that is spread or said about me is false. I am an upstanding, not a citizen yet. I don't know if I want to be.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic pictures.
Yeah, I've had a few run-ins with them. As I was saying, though, I'm an upstanding gentleman. We're about to take off soon. They might want to back up from the massive engine about to spray fire and flame onto the ground.
All crew accounted for. We're ready to depart.
Perfect. Lovely. Hello, hello. No? Oh. I suppose the big screen that says cargo hold would be a general giveaway. It's just a bunch of different materials. Okay. Positron battery. Don't know what that does. We'll put it back. Probably under miscellaneous. Nope. Positron battery, have that. Okay. Well. Now that I know we've got our cargo hold here. And we've actually got a fair amount of room to work with. We have like 300. A little less than. To work with. So that is wonderful. Let's get into space. Buckle up, everyone. We're taking off. Those engineers really don't care to get out of the way of the ship as it takes off, do they? So, it's the lodge. We don't. Science outpost, civilian outpost. Right. We want the Eye, which is, I would assume, somewhere in orbit. UC responder. Right, I guess it is time to go to our space map. And... no. Go back out. Yes, let's go there. Oh, there it is. What do you know? Let's get a move on. Alright, we might need need to slow down our approach for docking. There. We don't need to take the thing out on our first visit. Let's maneuver in. We're going to just pretend that didn't happen. How about? Yes, I like that. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, what are we doing here now? Sarah, do you care to elaborate on what in the world we are doing? Talk to Vladimir. Check in with Kelton. No. Talk to Vladimir on the eye, from the eye, through the eye. Is that a docking port here on the side? I don't know. I'm a bit confused. I don't think it's docking. Maybe it is. Oh, maybe I need to... let's not hit it. Sarah, how do we... I feel like we need to get on board somehow. It's also tiny, so I don't know. Okay, let's have a chat. So that is the eye in front of us.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, you,
Maybe another time.
yes. I was hoping you'd give me more info as to, like, the eye. Yes, we are already here. A little help would be very appreciated. Guess that'd be too much trouble. Very well. We'll, I guess the ship likes to just take off when you get back into the cockpit. Very good to know. Alright, well, we're gonna do a lap or two of this place. Try to figure this out, and go from there. Alright. There we go. Let's dock. Took a few routes and we finally were able to hail Vladimir and get docking protocol initiated. There we go.
Time to get this ship moving.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Sarah. That ship ain't moving for a little bit. We, sealed meal tray? No. Maybe we keep these closed? Oh, Vladimir. Oh, you must be Vladimir? Scanning control? That makes sense. Hello.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
You must be Vladimir.
Glad you two finally have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
What? I mean, I'm used to that. I get lost in, distractions and lose track of time as well.
Always preferred working alone, even around people I like. But we're all working together on this one. No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
Right. The Sea of Light. I like that.
No matter how good the scan, it's still just peeking at light, and she only has one speed.
That is very true.
Ultimately, we're not looking at a planet. We're looking at the radiation coming off a planet. And that takes years to get here.
Lot of interstellar bodies in the way, too. All that noise makes squaring the circle harder. Only going to be able to give you so many at once.
That makes sense. So I have to check the leads in person. That's understandable.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Mateo are both following up on scans themselves.
Oh, okay.
Mateo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
Who's Andrea?
Another rook in Constellation who's making a name for herself. Likes to be on her own.
Okay.
I can relate, so I try to look out for her more than most.
Fair. Well, I will certainly keep an eye out for Andrea. After all, Constellation got me out of that mine. And functionally a free ship. So yeah. I'm particularly inclined to be helpful.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes.
Accurate.
Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at.
I
Happy
agree.
hunting.
Out of curiosity, how did you end up with Constellation?
Ever run the scholars on the Centaurus Proclamation?
No.
The original treaty that gave every human the right to colonize the stars? Stole
Sounds
it by
familiar.
some fool's joke of a Crimson Fleet rook looking to trade names to Captain. Sight to see pinned above my chair. Like the whole settled systems was mine for the taking.
So you were
Time
Crimson Fleet?
dances its years forward, and I'd retired. That's when our own Sarah Morgan walks into the tale. Fire in her eyes and her head full of intel I thought I had spent the labor's efforts burying. Of course,
Okay.
I didn't have the Centaurus Proclamation just lounging in my pockets. Belonged to the ship and her new captain in the fleet I had left behind.
Okay, so you were.
Tipped your ear long enough, but the short line of it, Sarah and I returned the treaty to the rightful owners, and I decided to hang around, lend an old pirate's wisdom to the mission.
Interesting. So you retired from the Crimson Fleet. I wasn't aware that they were particularly keen on letting their members leave on voluntary terms that involve them being alive.
Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over.
Okay.
It's a long tale to tip your ear on. But if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
Will do. Huh.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Of course. We get quite the motley crew of characters. A retired pirate. A botanist. A rich dude who owns a massive company, who's our beneficiaire. And a person who can acquire and oftentimes, not always, successfully get the items for their clients back and under the radar of certain governing bodies. Constellation is weird. Just like space, made up of multiple parts that come together, forming one semi-unified body. Did you mean that metaphor when you created the organization? Or is that just happy coincidence?